Greetings, everyone. Wow, I wonder what one of items we're going to talk about today. Oof, let me tell you, lots going on. We've had several different kinds of wins this week. Some of them unexpected, some of them just in the last few hours. And I have to say that as a country, um, we're fairly resilient. At least we have been for 200 and many much years, 200 plus a couple decades worth of years. um, but anyway, welcome. Hi, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Got quite the weekend in front of us. Lots of weekend discussions to be had. Hopefully, we can get some of those underway right here today. But just to say hi to some of you, those of you who were here early, who I appreciate. We have grumpy old ninja Kentaro hanging out with us today. Good to see you. Thank you for retweeting and all of your support. Really appreciate that. And the sentiments behind your hashtags, my friend. 2 p.m. Central. Not sure what that means, but to what time we start? Yes, Terry. Yeah. I think I was a minute or two late. That doesn't happen very often. I apologize. I think it was a minute late. I was trying to get things together. So, glad you're here. And of course, Trinoculus P. Today feels a little brighter, I think so as well. Low Spec Linux Laptop is here. Lord Thoth is joining us. Good to see you, Lord Thoth, and Mr. Shirt. Legendary wrenches, ladies and gentlemen. Legendary wrenches. Accidental Tourist is hanging out here. Appreciate that, my friend. Good to see you as always on a Friday. You looks like you're ready with a little sippy cup. Looks like you might be at a theater in that avatar. Looks like you might be enjoying yourself out in public. Congratulations indeed. We've got let's see. We've got Dapper Bard Games here with us. Check out that icon. Isn't that cool? It's another Friday. It's good to be back here. Well, it's good that you're here. And Sherry's sharing. Thank you very much. Looks good. I hope everybody got their umbrella drinks. I hope Aluvrian Imakara, if she's out there anywhere or watching on the replay, I haven't seen her quite yet. I hope she's enjoying this show and this day with a little umbrella drink. And Mutant Bam Hammer says, anyone needs good news today? I've got the two best words I've heard all week, and not guilty. We will get there, guys. We will get there. Humor and Waffles, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. Small time. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hair looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. It does, doesn't it? It's bananas. Yeah, but it'll grow. It really does grow fast, guys. And we'll get back to the length that you guys, are all used to, and I'm used to. And it'll grow even longer than that. And then the next time I cut it, it'll be less noticeable. It won't be in this really weird, awkward Lord Farquaad stage that it is right now. Listen to Dan Vass before pre-flight. That's right. It's a way to get pumped. Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. She's here hanging out with us, and she promotes everybody. Thank you, Kaylee. Mr. Dragon is here. Good to see you. Soul Assassin is here. Oh, there's a Louvrian. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Master Sidearms has rolled in. Possible spoilers for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Tom from Midnight's Edge identifies as an ectoprotoplasmic life form and will transition within the next 6 months. Well, possibly. Wouldn't surprise me, though. He's a huge fan. Good to see you, Punk Trace. I love the pictures that you have as your avatars, my friend. Very cool. You're in a good mood right now. That is good, my friend. Oh, and Punk Trace is gone. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, Jack's in the house. What's up, Jack? Good to see you, buddy. You got boat drinks. I love boat drinks. Soul Assassin. I think I said hi. Oh, Commander Ed Straker's here. Whoa, lovely Friday to you, my friend. Lovely Friday to everyone. We've got, looks like you had you need a headband to keep that out of your face. It's all right. Seriously, it goes away. And if I just do one of these jobs, then the only thing I have to do is just every once in a while pull back this side. Not a biggie. We've got that 70s rock fan joining us for this Sunday. Gonna have to make some custom thumbnails for Sunday. I put up the generic one, which I think is fitting. It's got the Ghostbusters Egon's house in there, and we're going to talk a little bit about that on Sunday, I think, and we're going to talk a little bit about it here today. Yes, Forbidden Ruin says self-defense. Yeah. Keck 44 is here. It says howdy to you. Who knew? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for your length of support. I can't believe it. You were one of the first, if not the first member of this channel, and I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Oh, Karen Prime is with us, says namaste. I made one. And from the start, no less. Yes, you did. It is great to see you, Karen Prime. Thank you for your support. So many of you have been here for a long time, and I appreciate it. You guys are really, setting the groundwork for something that I've been trying to get off the ground for a couple of years. So I have strong beliefs that I will emerge as an independent production company that any or many will be able to use, I should say. So very excited about that. Let's see who else is here. Oh, so many people. Good to see you all, you guys. Pat S is here. Punk Trace, you're in a bad mood? I'm sorry, my friend. That's not good. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, Enzo's here. What's up, Enzo? John Platt is here. What's up, John? Seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Saw you over at Midnight's Edge in the chat. I was doing worky stuff while they were doing that stream. It was great to listen to VR and Cameron I can't do it. I can't. I need Andre. I need a recording of Andre doing that so I can do it justice. But I'm pretty stoked. I don't even know if I promoted this stream. Did I? I don't even remember. You guys are great. D. Bud Martin is showing up. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Hey, Tina. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for putting your stamp of approval on my show. Quality content, she says. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mutant Bamhammer. I hope you do well at your new employment. Okay. We had a win, guys. We had a lot of different wins, a lot of different ways. It's weird. The first one's kind of weird, right? I don't know if anybody's going to see it the same way I do. But, early on, we started to see some things happening, some weird stuff going into last weekend, right? We started to see the just how raggedy the clothes that many of these corporations had been wearing, just how threadbare and how tattered that their luxurious clothes had become. Well, case in point, Disney is on an epic fall right now. Since I don't know about epic fall. It's pretty substantial. They're losing value, as you see here, daily. It's not been positive news. This is down substantially from close, a while ago, and nobody thinks very positively about it. I mean, we're coming up on the end of trading for the day, and on Friday, when the trading ends, the party continues elsewhere. And that's just the way the markets work. We used to only have trading cycles that operated within wherever the commodities or stocks were traded. And now it's a global market, and where, we fall off, the next one picks up, and the next one picks up, and the next one picks up, and so we move into the Asian markets here pretty quickly. And the Asian markets have been showing some strength, but not so much. And the weirdest thing that we can talk about here, and we had our Ryan on Sunday, and obviously DJ Scandals was amazing to hang out with them, but we also had a good conversation around this about the fact that on Disney Plus Day, the stock slid. That was supposed to be their, return to glory thing. Right, you're going to get an opportunity to watch these amazing new properties that are out there, all of those things, you've seen it go. It's gone lower at a few points today. It's still trading lower. The market looks like this is going to be a bearish pattern still. This is ever since the second day of negative trading. This thing went from a non-pattern or a or a bullish pattern to a bearish pattern. And even the short term has gone down, which had been somewhat positive. Previously it closed at 155.58. We're at 153.70. It's a slow descent. In the old days, we would have called it to something like this. Could have been attributed the terms quantitative easing, right? But I don't know. I mean, consider this: in the last year, it was over 200. It was at 203.82, and its lowest point in the last year or last 52 weeks, it's 140.86. So, yeah, we have some really strange things. Indeed. What is surprising me right now is that Facebook, on the volume that it's moving, is headed in a positive direction. It kind of blows my mind, because, to be honest with you, it should be trading lower because they are under multiple investigations by multiple states' attorneys general into the Instagram debacle and the fact that they have essentially known that this is harmful for young people. So I think that's going to be weird. I really do. Mr. Dragon says, speaking of Disney, did you hear about Chapek avoiding the spotlight at the D23 event? I do. I actually did hear this, and great reporting by Clownfish TV and others. But honestly, him pulling out of this event says a lot. Because this is a public face event. This is another opportunity to publicly present positive things. He doesn't have anything positive to present at this event. There's a lot of Disney purists, a lot of Disney historians. There's a lot of people that are investors, that are fans, and there's a lot of theme park interested humans that go to the D23 event. So it's sorry, I'm going to switch glasses. I'm getting a headache. All right, there we go. So you're taking away the opportunity to announce new attractions. He's got nothing new to announce. I mean, at this point, they've gutted the elements of Project Gamma, which, they were essentially, reimagining Tomorrow bologna sausage. Of course, that's more of the social messaging crap that they still, by the way, haven't gotten rid of. So don't let anybody fool you. They are moving 100% forward with the anti-American socialist garbage inside that company. They're leaning completely into the ESG and all that. And again, I don't talk politics on this channel, but just they haven't gotten rid of it. But the other elements here is that this is the outward facing opportunity for Disney to present their up and coming attractions, all of the new breakthroughs, all the new things, and the recently launched things such as the Ratatouille attraction that was basically a 1-for-1 copy of the same thing that's in Paris Disney. But that's weird for him, someone in his position, to miss this particular thing. Again, I think Clownfish said this as well, but this wasn't a surprise. It's been on the calendar forever. How do you all of a sudden have a scheduling conflict? What on your schedule is more important than another outward facing event to try to bolster this thing we just looked at? The stock price settling. You're trying to settle and alleviate investor fears. You're trying to put your best foot forward. Nothing coming on Disney Plus is blowing up any skirts. I think all of the retail investors have realized the fallacy of the growth, the exponential growth the companies were going to get from the streaming, right? Because that's not even, again, I have doubts that by the end of 2024 that'll actually be profitable for Disney. I think they're looking at maybe the middle of 2025, maybe 2026 before they see profits there. Yes, Emperor clothes. That's right. The tattered and torn garments that are currently being worn by the powerful in a lot of different elements of life. It's weird. Jake D, good to see you, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tesla's another good choice. There's a lot of those. Yeah, the market is very tired. That's very true. Very true. A lot of people have this sentiment. I have no ill will for anybody who works at Disney, as somebody who's employed frontline employees at the theme parks, in the day-to-day people working for the studios, none of that, right? Their leadership is incredibly misguided. And I'll bring that up again when we get to more of the, everybody it's kind of a win day. So we got to look at it that way. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. Buy the dip, Disney dip. Yeah, we're getting to that point, Terry, and you and I are kind of, paying attention to this, because I still think we're got maybe another week or so of adjustment, corrective action, whatever terminology you want to use, and we'll see. Their talk slip was triggered by their special day. That's hilarious. No, well, it slipped further. It was actually triggered by their quarterly, which did not do them any service. When those numbers hit prior to the actual public call, that's when trading started to slide, about an hour, 2 hours beforehand. And if you were paying attention, you saw the writing on the wall. I mean, honestly, we'll have to see. Disney marketing personally went after Tom at Corliss. Yeah, they did go after Corliss at WDW News today for reporting on Chapek dodging D23. Pretty desperate. No, they're going after everybody, dude. Humor and waffles. I'm telling you right now, this is happening. This is happening in real time. It really is. How low should I let Disney stock drop before I buy some? I don't know. Consult a financial professional. I can't give you that advice. I'm going to wait a little bit. Personally, I'm gonna wait a little bit, but there will be, like I said, there are people who do talk about that kind of stuff on this platform. I just can't. I'm not in a position to talk to you about what you should do with your money. That is not my profession. So there you are. Well, I have elements of that profession, but I'm not in stocks and commodities trading. That's not me. Was it Doom Cop's latest video on the KK employment status at Disney? And he said that according to his sources within Disney, Lucasfilm, she's still got her job, but has no control at Lucas. I can't even answer that, John Platt, to be honest with you. The people that I know that will still work for the company in the different positions that they're in, and this is spread about across multiple different divisions. People that I still know, although a lot of them are considering leaving. Some of them have been, I can't even say that to get somebody in trouble. But would it surprise me? No. Would it surprise me if it's business as usual? No. We'll have to see. Man, I wish I had Gary glasses. Wouldn't that be amazing? Love those. Yeah. I've covered D23 multiple times. Generally, it's good, but the next one, yeah, I know. So have I. And well, it's all streaming live now, in case you were curious. I mean, I have been to that particular event in Florida and the expo many, many, many times. Many, many times. Despite having nice hotel accommodations, there are times you just end up sleeping on the concrete floor of what is normally a parking garage in the convention center, so that you can get in on the panels that you weren't able to get into because of how the queuing system works. Now, the Florida event, Destination D, that's a little bit more forgiving. So if you get a seat regardless, for the most part. I've never had to, or never been rejected from a presentation there. Yep. Now we can go back to making fun of entertainment. 100% true, Mr. Roof Korean. Not to mention the Tron Ride up and ready and open since it was supposed to be the 50th anniversary. Epcot's still in construction. This, he got booed and jeered at Magna Kingdom as well. He left immediately. He did. And for good reason. I mean, come on. I mean, he's really living up to his moniker, right? He's living up to cheapskate. I mean, what people call him. He really is. Yeah. It is what it is. Just another red shirt says, dating it back to the late 90s. It depends. If you're talking about quality of show, quality of entertainment in the theme parks, maybe. Although they've done pretty good with some stuff. If you're talking about studio stuff, I think the major fall off was somewhere around 2007, 2008 was when you started to see studios and television products fall by the wayside for lack of creativity and so on and so forth. The steepest decline has happened since about 2014. Iger went on an IP purchasing binge is what happened. We can't get past Paris Rat Chef seeing as such a public health disaster. Yeah, there you go. Disney's numbers are always inflated. Yeah, they have been for a very long time. I think I've often argued that they were 50% overvalued, but it is what it is. Yep. Bruce A. Roker says, "Hail all and hail Saint Kyle." We will get to that. That is a conversation for today. Whether it's their streaming numbers or their stock. Yeah, well, that's true. What's up, Chris the Bliss? Hi all. Did CC get the haymaker? Yeah, I'll get in the haymaker. Oh, no. But it's good to see you, Chris the Bliss. It started to go, Aladdin 2 didn't help. That's for sure. What's up, Rob Altus? Disney's always worked the best with an imagination guy, right? And a business guy. Yes. And that's been my conversation. You and I have had this conversation before in person, just another red shirt, where you need two. You need a guy that's in charge of everything. That's the imagination guy, the creative leadership, right? Which, by the way, Chapek's a retail guy. And then you need a bean counter in the back, that just every once in a while pulls back on the creative guy because he's spending money like it's going out of style. That's how you do it. Am I a grifter? No, I'm not a grifter. I've never done the Florida event, but the CA one is usually line hell. It is. It truly is. Let's see what we got here. We got Bob Cheap as Hell is doing exactly what the company wants from him. Well, he's doing what institutional investors have been telling him to do, but retail investors are getting savvy, in my opinion. I believe. I mean, believe me, I think they're paying attention. What's up, Captain Trek? Let's see. If you think it's going to be bad criticism he's getting, it will be the worst next year when I'm keeping an eye on Disney content creators, because there's already an issue with Genie Plus. Not surprised. Well, there's been more than that. Darius Munchausen sends a member chat. Thank you for that, my friend. He's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, my friend, for all your support and your boxes of popcorn, which I see you've thrown another one into the chat. It says, at the Culture Casino, we make our own look, and we absolutely do. And we do that by voting with our wallets, to be perfectly honest with you. But, Bruce, did I get your name? Did I get close to your name? Did I get close? Iger was the kid who found his parents' credit card, and Chapek is the one stuck with the bill. That's actually a decent way of putting it, but that doesn't mean you stop doing outward stuff and producing good content, producing good theme park experiences, living up to the key that is for show. Show is part of the theme park business, guys. It really is. And Universal is cleaning their clock right now. So Janet from Another Planet, it's good to see you. And there's the box of popcorn, the aforementioned box of popcorn. Rokier. Someday I'll get it. Joachim Stark sends his member chat after 8 months. Thank you, Joachim Stark, which is a love and a thumbs up. Well, thank you. Absolutely. You guys are on fire. I love you. And the amazing Larry with the $1.99 super sticker. The name's so great, you have to say it twice. Larry. It's good to see you, buddy. He gives us a thumbs up super sticker. So good to see you. Release the McCracken's hanging out. Yes, long after the verdict, there were still 50,000 people watching Ricada Live. They were over 112,000 when the verdict was getting ready to come in. It was amazing. And talk about a long line of celebrities, right? People that, again, I've been able to briefly interact with some of the parties that are involved here. And I'm telling you, it's like, it's magic what's happening right now in our fellowship. We're coming together in a big way. What's happening for Nick, I want to happen for more and more people. Nick absolutely deserves his success. This is long overdue. This is his last Jedi moment, and he lived up to it. And everybody on that panel should get all of our support. They did such a great job, and we have more trials to come guys. I mean, there's obviously the I'm going to just say the Chan one coming up. The Glazane Maxwell is coming up. You've got a lot coming up, guys. A lot of things to cover. I hope they do a good job. So you did get a haircut. Thought I was imagining. No, I did. In fact, the last video I shot before it finally aired, I think Wednesday. It was the unboxing video. So I appreciate that. But again, the donation hopefully will go to make 1, 2, or 3 wigs. They're in my hair. The minimum is going to be 7 inches. So between 7 and 9 inches, depending upon on where they went off of my head, is what got donated. If you want to watch the story in full and why I actually do that, you can watch it. It was from Monday, but that video came out on Monday. Yeah, you're Scandinavian. All right, my friend. Rocker. Bruce A. Rocker. I think. Yeah. What's up, Mayor McCheese, otherwise known as Matt G? Oh, it's Tom here. Hey, Tom. Love you, buddy. He says, start over. I just got here. Oh, I love all of you guys. You are the best. You have no idea. You really do make a difference to everybody, not just me, obviously. I mean, obviously, you can see me reacting to you all, but everybody in the chat is getting a kick out of everything. You guys are incredible. And that's why we say we have the best chat on YouTube. We do. Our fellowship's incredible. Executive producer Sol Lewis says, let's reflect on the true victims of the Rittenhouse trial, namely Nick Ricada, who will need to go back to ambulance chasing because he has nothing left to talk about. I'm telling you, there's going to be more out there. But thank you. You guys are amazing. I said hi to Tom, but I can't find him in the freaking YouTube. Rokier. I think I'm getting it. Jake D, buddy, I miss you. I can't wait to get down to Texas. San Antonio is coming up soon on my calendar, so I will be out there. He says for $5, keep up the great work, my brother. Can't wait for the next meetup. Ask the boss if we can have a scotch. Oh, absolutely, dude. Johnny Blue. I will either bring a bottle or I'll buy a bottle. And those of us who sip scotch and smoke cigars will I don't know, find morning on one day, I'm sure. Woo, talk about finding morning in Vegas. I found morning almost every day. Jack of all casuals, another member support chat for 12 months says, as a gold member, thank you, buddy, says, I'd rather give my money to you than Disney. Well, I'll gladly take it. Let me tell you, I appreciate it so very much. There it is. Tom saying, start over. Yeah, everybody's happy for Nick, and you should be. Dude killed it. I felt like it took way longer for that to happen. You know what? I wasn't going to dive into this. We'll get to that, guys. I promise we will. Yeah, Sanders like the last Ricada Law. I don't think that's true. Okay, it'll be the Kim Potter one. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. United Meows. That's a cool name. I recommend Mayor of Kingston and Yellowstone series. They're both really good. Excellent. See, and I've heard good news about Yellowstone. So thank you for that vote of confidence. I'll definitely check it out. Let's see. Chat won't be broadcast. In that case, it is delayed until 2022, pending mental evaluation. Of the Chan thing, yeah. All right, well, let's talk more about this, and then we'll move on to the stuff we just started talking about. Looking at this real quick, China box office, Disney's Jungle Cruise flops after delayed release. The number of fails that are happening right now for Disney are compounding. They're compounding. This is a story from, a few days ago. It's one I covered on the 6 Minute Daily. But as you can see, I mean, it's a constant thing. Now let's juxtapose that with a win of a different kind, an actual win, something that everybody can feel good about going to see. You have box office. Ghostbusters Afterlight opens at 4.5 million in Thursday previews. That's disappointing to me because I believe that this film is going to be so much more. I also believe, based on some of the leanings of some mainstream trades like this, you're starting to see them. I had Valiant Renegade put it in the Mead stream. I was working, so they're leaning more towards this thing could be successful based on word of mouth, I think is kind of what he said. And that's kind of where I'm leaning, because the film is a good film. It's not a great film, not a perfect film, has flaws. But if you want to reach out and find your humanity again and find a joy with another audience, this film will help you do that. It truly will. And I have to tell you, it's been a long time since we've had a film like that. It really does. But look at this. I mean, we haven't seen a trap in a long time, and there's one. Right. And I think Paul Rudd was underutilized. But the Sony sequel is expected to generate a 3-day total of 27 to 30 million. I really hope it does better than that. I hope you guys are rooting for this film. You should be. It did open pretty broadly. It's got 3,450 theaters out there. It's going to play really well through the Thanksgiving holiday. That's going to give it a lot of range. King Richard, I could care two craps about. That thing's going to do maybe 5 million on its opening weekend. And come on. I think that thing is both of these films, the other two are also Rands. I think they're going to look like, they're going to look silly compared to Ghostbusters. But I think everybody in the film did a good job. It kind of feels like, we've continued on from the 80s into something new that honors the film in the 80s. And I think it's a win. And if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you do, because again, you will get that rare feeling where you're united with an audience. Anyway, I think that we all kind of need that. What else do we got here? You got you guys chatting again. If the feds are smart, they're not going to broadcast the Maxwell case. Yeah, no kidding. I tell you what, transparency would really help the American public once again see how the justice system could work if it's seen live by everyone. Unfortunately, can't hide behind stuff if it's done this way in that transparent manner. What's up? Olaf Van Ness is joining us. Lots of people here today. Hopefully Rekieta won't be talking about any blowback pending the verdict. Well, there's going to be blowback. There's also going to be some weird stuff, and I promise you we are going to get into that in just a few minutes because I have some opinions there. Ambulance chasing is a form of grifting. God, I love you guys. Well, lawyers are normally bloodsuckers, but Rekieta is one of the good ones. We do have some of those, to be sure. Biggles. Thank you, Biggles. Biggles sends a $5 super chat, says 4 doors more. Horror. Not going to say it, Biggles, but good job. Bashi Washi, good to see you. And Vegas does seem like a lifetime ago. Like I said, I mean, talk about refilling your joy bucket, right, guys? It's awesome. Where's your barbershop jingle for Tom, CC? Come on, man. Well, I'll have to reach out to Protege Music to see if I can get one for Tom. I love Tom. Tom's my buddy. Love that guy. I've not watched Yellowstone and Make Me Too Homesick. I love that kind of stuff. I love it. I'm gonna have to check it out. Jumanji. Yeah. Jungle Cruise was Jumanji light, in my opinion. Could they be underreporting GBA's numbers? Jack, I think that's quite possible, my friend. I really do. Reviews are no longer based on merit. Thank you. That's very true. Reviews are not based on merit. They're based on politics and political leanings. You're 100% right. Which is why the audience, the real audience, that's starting to overtake the wackadoodle doos that are out there on RT. We'll see. Is there a lot of CGI? No. This is one of the cheapest films you've seen in a long time to make. That's the other thing, and Tom actually brought that into the conversation, I think last night, and then reiterated it today on the Midnight's Edge in the morning stream. But yeah, no, it didn't cost a lot of money to make, so it's not going to take that long for it to recoup and go from there. Tiger King 2 is now out on Netflix. It is, and Carol Baskin is not answering questions about her second husband's disappearance. Culture Casino's hair was used to make that hairpiece Paul Rudd is wearing in the photo. I hope that's not true. What's up, Darcipio? WTF for those movies? I don't know. The King Richard one came out of nowhere, and come on, I only heard about in the last 2 days. So it's not like there's a lot of King Richards will make bank in China. You think so? Don't think so. I don't think so. Culture, you should grow your hair out again. I am, and have enough length to do a dreadlocks and change your YouTube channel to the Culture Gone Smoking Rastafarian. Okay. What you talk about, Willis? Godzilla versus Kong had humanity. Oh, that's true. That's pretty good. The final scene where Kong was roaming free brought a tear to my eye. Hey, I'm just saying that it's been a while. And I thought I actually liked GVK, to be honest with you, but I haven't been more in connection with a film in a long time than I was with Ghostbusters. I'm just have to say it. I'm not saying it. 4 doors more whole Oreos. There you go. All right. What's up, Daryl the Derelict? Lots of folks rolling in here. TZ Canadian. I'm not sure that's what it was actually in play there, Darcipio. You guys are so funny. Tom just needs some love. You can pay for that because whatever that means, I'm out, says Master Sidearms. Oh, I didn't say that. I love the guy. It's a good dude. Who's alive? Josiah Fitch is here. What's up? She ate her husband, too greedy to share with her tigers. Thank you, Chris the Bliss. You guys are clowning your high school teacher, aren't you? There you go. I picture you with a cigar now. It's true. Carol's husband. There you go. I thought it was a really good Kingdom. I love monster movies. I'm a sucker for them, so that's just the way it was. It was entertaining. 50 people here, guys. So yeah, throw some stuff. PTA meeting. I don't know about that. All right, let's get rolling. Look, and this is gonna feed into the conversation, Darcipio, and a lot of you've already started talking about, regarding the Nick Rekieta stuff, because this, again, this was very, very transparent. There was a lot of tactics used throughout the course of a trial, that some of which I think should be called into question, and perhaps put people's in position to have to answer for them with their state bar, and perhaps not be in a position of authority any longer. But let's take a look at this. You're getting a lot of different kinds of stories now. Jacob Blake's uncle's calling it a mockery of justice. Well, that's an opinion. Again, I have a hard time with this. Again, the video was very clear as far as I'm concerned. This is not the story that I pulled up. They reloaded this in the background. Thank you, Yahoo. All right. Here we go. This is where I wanted to talk about. So Hollywood has been reacting to this verdict. Now, I'm not here to convince you one way or another. Everybody's going to feel about the verdict the way they are. They're going to feel about the trial the way they are. Again, politics is not something I try to talk about on my channel. I'm talking about entertainment. But I find it interesting that in Variety, right, as part of our culture, this is something we can't ignore, but in Variety, which is a trade magazine, guys, right? They're supposed to be a trade. Says Hollywood reacts to Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty verdict. Terrifying day in America. Does that sound like hyperbole to you? It does. It does. And I'll read the article. We might as well get the majority of it. Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all charges for his involvement in the Kenosha, Wisconsin shootings last year. Members of Hollywood spoke out, calling the verdict hollow and saying that the system defeated true justice once again. Was he being attacked or not? Anyway. The jury saw more than a dozen videos documenting the protest and shooting, and the trial became an assessment of whether or not Rittenhouse's actions were considered reasonable. Good. There you go. Members of the Hollywood, none of these people are top drawer, so I don't know why we care, but they decided to blow their tops on social media anyway. George Takei, Josh Gad, Roxanne Gay, and more. So here we go. Takei, whatever, however you want to say his name, says justice denied is a body blow to our national psyche. Right, you're right, it is. And so when you do something wrong, he should be punished. He didn't. So he didn't do something wrong, according to a jury of his peers. I'm just going to say. Today, that system defeated true justice once again. But mark these words: we will never stop fighting for what is right and just. Really, you stopped fighting the minute you started to let them burn down courthouses and police stations, George. Good try, though. I knew Rittenhouse would be acquitted, but it is gutting to witness the inevitable. To know there will be no consequences for the judge. The judge is entitled to operate his courtroom in any way. And since you're not a judge and just a blue check mark on Twitter, Roxanne, I'm not sure this is the right kind of a take. And to know Rittenhouse and others like him will be more emboldened to, oh my God, there were no, this is where you lose the argument. It's fraudulent. That's why you lose. That's why you've completely disconnected with people. This bologna sausage right here, this kind of lie. This is a lie. Kristen, I don't even know who this person is. What is this person? Terrifying Day in America? I tell you what, somebody rolls into your house there, Kristen, and you're just going to whatever? I don't know who this person is either. There's a lot of blue check marks. I do not know who these people are. Oh, this knucklehead. I don't even have to do this anymore. This guy is so irrelevant and silly. He didn't attack anybody. He was being attacked. All you have to do is watch the video. Man, these tweets will haunt you forever. If you believe them, that's great and all, but they will haunt you forever. Because if things go the other direction, and they may, this is true, Darcipio. Frontman 242. Yeah. And this is exactly what's going to happen. Trinoculus P. He has more than enough leverage in this case to go after multiple organizations. I think it's going to make he's going to make that other kid, look poor because he's got so many places to sue. The defamation is going to be incredible. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are, so I understand. Yeah. I don't know. Bunch of literal who's spitting nonsense into the ether. That's correct. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are either, guys. I don't. One business Kyle defended was owned by a minority female, says Trinoculus P. This is true. This is a great song, Josiah Fitch. Fleetwood Mac is pretty awesome. We need the criminal rioters to be less emboldened. Their focus is all wrong. This is true. And that's the other point. This is the other thing. These people were not victims, which is part of the narrative that's trying to be woven into all of this. Now that he's been acquitted, the proper terminology is assailants. The assailants, the people attacking him. Let's go through. Let's just deal in facts. That's all I want to deal in, because I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. Because the last thing I'm ever going to do is advocate for violence or any of that. Okay, so don't misunderstand. Right? Any form of that is a last defense. But let's go through the facts, and at least this particular thing, until it gets changed by Yahoo, because they get leaned on. Somebody puts an elbow in their back. Reads the following way. What's next now for the Kyle Rittenhouse has been found guilty. Not guilty. Legal fallout from the Kenosha shootings will continue. It will. Binger's in big trouble. I don't know about the other guy, but Binger's in big trouble. He really is. So here we go. Reading this directly, guys. I'm going to try not to embellish in any way. The jury in the Kyle Rittenhouse has delivered its verdict, but it's not the end of legal proceedings related to the shooting associated with obviously Jacob Blake or the shootings that occurred at subsequent protests. Rittenhouse, 18, he was 17 at the time, faced 5 charges of first-degree reckless homicide for killing Joseph Rosenbaum, 36 first-degree intentional homicide for killing Anthony Huber, 26, and attempted first-degree intentional homicide in the shooting of Gage Gross Krauts. He also faced 2 counts of first-degree reckless endangerment for shooting twice at an unidentified man who was beating him in the head with a skateboard. Excuse me, not that guy. The jump kick guy? Anyway, I don't even want to get into any of that. There's a lot going on in this, so we'll keep going. And again, I'm going to stop embellishing. I'm sorry. In the direction of Richard McGinnis, a videographer. He was found not guilty on all counts. So, acquittal. Rittenhouse's acquittal of all charges, he cannot be tried again. The Constitution protects against double jeopardy. These are the facts, guys. These cannot be disputed. So I'm just going to read the facts. They can't be disputed. He has been out of custody since posting his $2 million bail in November 2020. The bail money will be returned to whoever posted it now that the case has been resolved. By the way, they speculated on this at some point. Actually later here. Rittenhouse, who was 17 at the time of the shootings, has not faced any federal charges and is very unlikely federal prosecutors will file any now. Of course not. Federal law only applies in homicide cases in very narrow circumstances, such as a crime occurring on federal land or the victim being an elected federal official. Okay, so there are going to be narratives spun around that, guys. Rittenhouse was not accused of a hate crime. He is not a member of law enforcement and therefore cannot be charged with depriving anyone of their civil rights as a government agent. He was not accused of a robbery involving a federally insured business like a bank or interfering in interstate commerce. Okay, so you can call for federal action all you want. If you are on the other side of this thought process, you ain't going to get it because you can't. There's no way to do it. We'll keep going. Who gets the $2 million bail money? This is ridiculous, by the way. But we'll read it anyway. After the shooting, Rittenhouse became a cause celeb in conservative circles, and some gun rights advocacy groups and donations poured in to support him. How about just regular, ordinary people who ought to actually be able to defend themselves? I have problems with this. The money was collected by a Texas nonprofit called Fight Back Foundation by John Pierce and L. Lynn Wood. Okay, well, that's great, but I think both of them are gone out of the equation at this point. In September, a Kenosha lawyer named Xavier Solis filed a letter with the court saying the bail money had come from Fight Back Foundation and should be returned to the organization. Pierce is no longer affiliated with the foundation, so there's that. Civil cases to continue. So here we go. Rittenhouse's family has hinted at a possible defamation lawsuits related to how public figures and media organizations see. This is the problem. Those tweets are going to come back to haunt you one day. Public figures and media organizations characterize his actions and motivations during the shooting. So far, they have not taken any formal legal action. I think that they will. The father of Anthony Huber has filed a civil lawsuit, not against Rittenhouse. It names the city and county of Kenosha, the sheriff, and the acting former police chiefs, and unnamed officers and deputies. The lawsuit accuses them of racial animus and allowing dozens of armed whites. Who's the racist, guys? This case is ridiculous, by the way. I'm not going to read the Jacob Blake thing because 4 protesters have sued the city and county of Kenosha. They allege curfews were selectively enforced against protesters, while officers ignored or even encouraged armed men like Rittenhouse. No, they just didn't do any. They didn't do their jobs from beginning to end. Look, if you want to go after the people, you go after the people who have the most to lose, which in this case would be the government, the governor, the mayor, the police, I don't know, the commissioner or whatever. That's where you go, right? But the defamation thing is going to be the bigger issue here. I mean, look at what happened to the Covington kid, right? This thing's going to be a payday. Yeah. Master Sidearm says Target stores everywhere are bracing for unwanted visitors after store hours. Possibly. Maybe Hollywood will just burn their own homes tonight. Well, maybe. Tell everyone of those stupid Fs. Kyle isn't white. He has a diverse heritage. Yeah. Emboldened. The prosecutors did not prove its case. If they were going to get Kyle, it would have been on a low-level manslaughter, and maybe not even that. I agree with that statement. Yeah, defamation. I mean, think about it. The more of these people pop off, the more they're exposing themselves to stuff. Quite possibly, Sitter. Quite possibly. Horny Alpha. A lot of people agree with you. HVP says subculture. Good to see you, my friend. Accidental sources irony. Every one of these celebrities rejoiced with the O.J. Simpson not guilty verdict. So, okay. More stuff for Ricada to process. Absolutely, Olaf Von S. Absolutely, my friend. And you know what? Good for him. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know who these people are. A cop killed a disturbed Mexican guy holding a spatula, and the cop said the spatula looks like no charges against. Now, see, that's a problem, right? Because I think you have procedural issues at that point. That look, as sometimes people do things that are incorrect. So you're never going to get me to fall one side or the other on this, Darcipio. It's just not how I'm wired. Because on either side, someone can be wrong, you know, and it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. Yeah, rioters are bad news. You guys are on fire in here. What if the gas station had caught fire by the garbage container Kyle extinguished? What about the people living nearby? Good question. But that's never brought out there, is it? It isn't. What's up, Darth Haster? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in a tweet. Maybe it was yesterday or day before. I'm like, the minimum that should happen to Banger after the clear manipulation of evidence should be disbarment. Disbarment. Suborning perjury should put him in jail. Yeah, it's going to be weird. Oh boy, I don't know about that. I don't even want to get into any of that. I mean, you know, obviously the jury was not made aware of the backgrounds of the people in this situation, and that was probably good because they might have been put in a position where they were prejudicial already. So I understand why that was not brought out there, but at least they weren't called victims, right? They were called riders. Yeah. Yeah. How many other people broke curfew? He drove to the. He drove. His dad lives. There are so many things you're missing here, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get into that. Kyle's an Arizona State student. If he was a ASU was not the school he chose to attend. Oh, that's a good point. Let's see. Yeah, they were told to stand down, right? Which creates culpability for the governor or whoever made that order, whoever it was. They were there. It isn't though. Let's see. It's funny considering. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about any of that. Look, the race thing is that's the red herring they want you to chase. Don't do it. That's the whole point. I'm tired of that. It's a lie. I'm tired of the lies surrounding all of this stuff. But again, so, and while this is a win, obviously, for Rittenhouse and his family, there still were losers here. And we have, and I'm not talking about, not calling somebody out as being a quote unquote loser. That's not what I'm saying. People lost in this circumstance. And unfortunately, they, by their own actions, right? And more people are going to lose now because of this chain of events, because this situation never should have happened the way it did. Nobody should have been there. There are no arguments that can be made that anybody should have been there for any reason. In fact, the street should have been quiet that night. Okay? But it wasn't. But you can't criminalize self-defense. You can try. I mean, this was more about criminalizing self-defense and guns than it was anything else. And anybody who's, any thinking person already knows that. Okay, now I got to switch classes again. But I feel bad for people in those communities. Tom, he's not in Kenosha, but he's in Wisconsin. I don't think it's good. Actually, yeah. The young lady there, Kasparian, I think is her name. She actually came out and said, "Whoops, I spouted off without having the information, and I was wrong." He was clearly defending himself. Watch that video. I've watched everything associated with what the Young Turks do. Doesn't change the fact that they're socialist, commie, leftist, crazy people, but yeah, in my opinion. Again, I don't want to get into the politics of it all. I really don't. I hate it. Will we ever find out about the drone footage and the timetable they recorded this incident? No. See, and this is the other problem I have with all of this, right? So much of this stuff was not brought forward, right? Because it didn't serve, the purpose of the story that they wanted to tell. That upsets me. Okay. That was willfully done. This is not the first time that happens. I mean, there was a story today. If I were a political channel, I could do it for pretty easily. But there was a story today associated with this. Not directly. I'm just going to associate it with it because it's pretty easy. There was a story that was put together by somebody who writes for the Times, and she kept noticing that the story wasn't released. And it wasn't until after the election had concluded, because it would have put a bad taste in everybody's mouth for a particular candidate, set of candidates, or a party in its entirety. And I have to tell you, that's the truth. Media is controlled by 5 companies. It's the thing I talk about all the time. Even here on my channel, you have 5 companies that are doing it. Right now, you're manipulated by 5 companies. You're manipulated by a financial system. You're manipulated by things that should be treated and regulated as utilities. And if they step out of line, they should be punished. The privileged statuses that these entities operate under should allow for them to immediately have their ability to conduct business stopped in situations like this. And I'm serious about that. It's one of the ways that if you want to actually kowtow to some kind of social bologna sausage pushed by the tiniest fractional minority of the population, that's how you have to start treating things as utilities. You have to start treating them in a way that allows for you to essentially stop them from performing business immediately if they violate the public trust like that. Protege Music for $20 says, seeing you all perform karaoke was really cool. Didn't know you all could sing. Well, thank you, Protege Music. I had a great time doing that. Man, the $20 is really generous. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support of the channel. I loved to sing. It was one of the scholarships, or I got several scholarships for vocal performance that I didn't take in favor of computer stuff, which was, I don't know, maybe to my detriment, but then I would end up being a celebrity that you all hated. Maybe. I don't know. Probably the best choice. Guys, everything's fine. Darth Scipio and I go back and forth all the time. You know. I love doing karaoke. I don't know. Tom, are you still here? Are you going to do a yoki tonight? I may or may not be able to do it. We'll have to see how tomorrow looks like. Guys, easy. Any chance karaoke when down here in Florida? Of course. I love it. By the way, I'd love to go and sing. You know, I'm gonna have to lose some weight. Still a little conscious about the weight I put on during the last several months. But once again, thank you, Protege Music, for your contribution, my friend. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Okay, so we have some other wins coming. There are some other good projects out there in the wind, and I kind of want to talk about them on Sunday. So Sunday Culture Review, we're going to focus on some of those things. We're going to have some great guests there, obviously the normal panel, but we're going to get that 70s rock fan to hang out with us this Sunday, which is cool. We are headed into the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. So I want some people to come to the table with some things they're thankful for, because we should all be thankful for stuff. And then obviously next Friday, it'll be the Thanksgiving special where I will talk about on this show, the Friday pre-flight, all of the things that I'm thankful for. And hopefully you'll share what you're thankful for as well, because we don't do that often enough. And I'm just done with the glasses, so I just won't be able to read. Or I'll switch back to the other ones in a minute. But I have to say, I'm very, very excited to talk about the things I'm thankful for. Just like I was excited to tell you guys all about why I grow my hair, or why I'm going to be doing it again. Because again, I've done this more than a few times now, and it's important to me. So, but saying you're thankful for stuff is important as well. So. And somebody sent me a super chat, so I have to put my glasses back on. I'm going to put these on this time. All right, there we go. Well, thank you for that, Jack. I was great meeting all of you guys. You guys were incredible. I don't think any city should burn. I don't think that kind of violence changes an argument. I don't think it's a good argument. I think that's the lowest form of. It's not even debate. I don't even know. That kind of stuff revolution's one thing. That is just dumb. I mean, they burned down the poorest community. Even the Young Turks lady, Kasparian. Gosh, I really wish I knew her name. She says specifically, if you watch the video clip, she says that she didn't realize that the neighborhood that was being burned down was the poorer commercial areas. The things that are attacked are never the things that should be being attacked. They hurt the people that you absolutely don't want to hurt. That's dumb. And I think it's because they think they can get away with it. You go to some uptown area where, people with money and influence are. That's dumb. Protege Music for $5. Could you explain the legality of it sometime? I believe karaoke live was against copyright laws. I love to sing and would like to do it for Twitch. On YouTube, if you talk to Tom, Our good friend Tom from Midnight's Edge After Dark, YouTube will tell you karaoke streams are fine. You will get claims, but you won't get strikes. You get claims against what you're doing. They're perfectly fine to do. You just can't collect money from. So it's not really something you can monetize Protege Music for $5. I mean, for channels monetized, people can send you super chats for requests, or send you PayPal requests, or send you Ko-Fi requests, or whatever entity thing that you use. But yeah, there is that. So, but yeah, so I'm not sure about Twitch. You'd have to double check. I think I've seen some people doing karaoke on Twitch, but you will get claims. I would refrain from doing it on Twitch. I think YouTube would be your best place. I can get them. I just I probably needed to clean either or both sets of glasses, but I've been doing a lot of stuff today, so sometimes it gives me a headache. Yeah, George is going to be excited. Can't wait to do that. I try to do as much as I can, brightest day, but I appreciate that, Zach. You grow your hair because you like the Buddy Christ look. That's right. I wish I had him handy, because I do have a Buddy Christ here in the library to my left. Yeah, in that set of bookshelves. Yeah, violence doesn't earn sympathy or empathy or any emotion that's positive. Yeah, thank you, Anna Kasparian. Thank you. Oh. Jin Wong says, I am thankful for good people in the USA. There is barely anywhere else where people treasure freedom. I treasure freedom. I'm glad we're getting some of it in some places. I wish we were getting it more. And I miss liberty around the world. That was supposed to be the plan, guys. Willie Woodward for $5 says, I'm thankful for my lovely sort of wife. I'm also thankful for friends I made here. I'm thankful for personal issues haven't consumed me yet. Well, I'm thankful for you too, Willie. I really am. And you didn't have to send the $5. I appreciate it, but you didn't have to. I would have been happy to highlight it. I'm very thankful for these things. I really did. I'm thankful for my life so far. I the good and the bad, everything I've struggled through. I'm very thankful for those. These morons think they're revolutionaries. I don't know if they do though. That's also true. She's probably trying not to get sued, Scaff. What's up, Mr. Grant Gregory? Good to see you, my brother. I hope I helped, my friend. You're very welcome. I love singing. Think about what happened in Seattle when they started to go after the mayor. If these people wanted to have an impact, that's where they would go. And you know that's true, Darcipio. They want to go someplace where they can be the bully. Isn't there a game saw called Twitch Things? I don't know, but that would be pretty cool. Hey, Lord Thoth. Sinatra says does a good job of exposing the Young Turks. Very much so. Yeah. I love Sinatra. He does a great job. Great job. You sing karaoke on Twitch? Well, there you go. So there you are. So people who do it. Nobody should have been burning anything. The only message that sends is that you're willing to resort to violence to get what you want. Exactly. Hey, Jesse. Love you, brother. Good to see you. This is right in Jesse's wheelhouse. I know he's going to be talking about it. For sure. I'm just glad that this trial is finally over. Me too. But with this verdict, I wonder where do we go from here? And since this is a big L, the Twitter side took. It is. Where do we go from here? Exposure, I guess. We start to talk again. Because nobody comes together anymore. It's just constantly bickering back and forth and or outright accusing them of some heinous thing that's absolutely patently untrue. Again, 4% of the U.S. population engages in Twitter on a regular basis. Only 1% of that 4% is actually responsible for the majority, if not all, traffic on the platform. Those statistics haven't changed. Twitter used to be a lot more middle right than extreme left, and now we've gone extreme left there. Mr. Grant Gregory for an Australian $5. Thank you, my friend. Says, when are you coming on my show, you awesome fellow? Whenever you're available, bro. You got to do it on a time I'm not streaming or sleeping. There's not a lot of that, but you can have whatever I've got. when are you going to do your show? Yeah, send me a DM, Mr. Grant Gregory. Send me a DM. Yeah, my thing. Someday I'm going to give people my number. I'm one of those people. I'm not going to be as paranoid as that. When I get even closer to retirement, you guys are going to start to learn stuff about me, which is cool. It'll be fun. Crease, what's up, my buddy? What's up, my buddy? Says, isn't it ironic they torched blue collar district and many businesses of minorities whom they hold so dear? Yeah. Yes. I don't know about irony. It's intentional, willful. So, hey, congratulations on supporting the globalists by making the multinationals more powerful by eliminating the smaller businesses. Good job. That's all that's happened over the course of the last 2 years. At least now they've set a precedent you can defend yourself once again. And it's very true. Good, Jesse. I know you are, brother. Yeah, they aren't going to have merit. They can, but they should be filing against the city of Kenosha. You're right. And the Rittenesses don't have deep pockets. So there's no point in doing that. You can do that all day. Once you're done, at the end of the road, there's nothing. He's a kid. At the time that all of this happened, his family doesn't have anything. What are you going to go after? And that actually is going to put them in a predicament, Darcipio, because the backgrounds of these people will be exposed in those particular cases. Again, it's better to go after the deep pockets, which is the city, the governor, the mayor, the city. That's where you go. What's up, Tommy? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Got 59, 60 of you here in the chat. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm having allergies. Can you guys tell? Casino, the weave is in the shop. I don't have a weave. I had my hair cut. You watch the video. You can actually see him chopping my hair. It was pretty amazing. Yeah. Hey, I trust you too, Biggles. Yeah, I got a handful of people I trust. CC show today is the only time I've heard anything about the trial. I turned off notifications for this. Hey, thanks, buddy. Sorry I talked about it at all. Unfortunately, we finally reached the end of that road. This is not something I normally like to cover, but unfortunately, it's part of our culture now. And I hate politics infiltrating everything. Let's see. What kind of turkey are you gonna have? And will Bear Dog get a... okay, first of all, do not feed your dogs turkey. Turkey has some elements in it that aren't healthy for them. It has to be specially prepared like they do for dog foods and stuff like that. It can lead to pancreatitis the way we prepare turkey can lead to pancreatitis for animals. So just be well aware of that. But no, I'm going to have two infrared fried turkeys. One of them will be traditional preparation and the other will be Cajun. They will both be properly brined and they will both be properly rubbed. So I do very good turkey. Yeah. Love turkey. Lawyer rule number 1, never sue the poor. This is so true. Ooh, this is cool. Sir J's Coffee Table Games and Media. Love this. You're brand new. It's good to see you. George, thank you. Have a sub, peasant. Well, thank you. I love your avatar. It's cool. Appreciate it. John Platt for a £5. This is real money, guys. When it says pounds sterling, it's real money. Says, thank you for your cultured and thoughtful approach to talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse case. I try. Here's a small donation for your channel. Thank you. I really do appreciate your guys' support. And eventually, hopefully, it leads to my ability to do what I want to do, which will be the thing that I leave to the world, which is a small independent production company that anybody for the most part is going to be able to utilize. That's my goal. The 69th pre-fight on the night Chrissy Mayer is performing in my city. Sounds like a conspiracy. Hey, we'll get there. Man, you know what? I need to reach out to her and get her on the channel. Do a Sunday culture review with her. I've got some big folks, big channels coming up here pretty soon, guys. But that's not why I do it. I do it because I want to engage, talk with you, and talk to the panel. I get a chance to assemble just a great group of people, and I'm so grateful for that. I really am. Uh, oh yeah, no problem, Mr. Dragon. I don't mind at all. I just pancreatitis is a real problem. There's a lot of things that you need to look at. Going way back in my youth, I know there were people that I know that used to offer as treats like M&Ms to their dogs and cats and stuff, and that's just a no-no. Chocolate's a no-no for dogs. They use to reproduce that. They use something called carob chips rather than chocolate to provide that kind of a sweet treat for animals. But chocolate's a no-no. There's a lot of no-nos for pets, to be honest with you. We just aren't aware of them. The only murder, yeah, he did. He messed up his career. I agree with you. Stop eating turkeys raw and probably alive. Yeah, don't do that. It's very bad. I hope you don't rub that turkey the wrong way. Nope. I have special rubs that it's the seasoning blends that I use for that. Yeah. I will answer if directly asked, but I try to avoid it. I'll be happy to talk it on other people's channels. Believe me, I get it all the time. I think it's exposing a lot of things. So, Chrissy does shows in Connecticut all the time. I need to go and see her. Me too. Maybe we can get her to fall off a chair, Zach. Yeah, chocolate is poison. That's true. This trial is like high school fight where the kid was taking blows, only stand up and shoot the guy he was fighting. He's saying self-defense as well. I see that perspective. That's not quite exact. It's as I see. I think it's CARIB. You can look it up, Jess. Oh yeah, you have to be very careful. Oil frying, which I've done, is a challenge. I use infrared frying, so it's different technique. Yields the same results. I utilize an aerosolized olive oil preparation after I rub the turkey down, so that I get that nice crispy finish on it. It is very tasty. Nuts are also bad fat, not good. That's true. When are we getting Culture Cantina cooking show? Jen, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. By the way, I've often inspired by some of the stuff that you've shared into the world. I make a lot of different kinds of foods. I love to cook. Someday I'll teach everybody how to make the best steak. That's one of the things I want to do. Why would people feed chocolate and turkey to animals like dog who drink out of the toilet and eat their own poop? I don't know that. Executive producer Sol Leibowitz, but people do a lot of stuff like that. There you go, Master Sidearms. Oh, you guys, come on, take it easy on each other. I had a dog get into Easter candy one year. It was a scary few days. It is. It's very bad for you. Deep fried turkey is so darn good. You were 100%, Scaff. 100. Let's see. I'd love to do a cooking show with you. I'd love to do a cooking show with anybody. I love cooking. I'm weird. Very strange. I can show you my version of Cheddar Bay biscuits, like you would get at like a Red Lobster or someplace like that. The fancy cheesy cheddar biscuits. I tend to use a lot other things that aren't normally in a recipe preparation for that, but it's good. So one of my sister's favorites, I think. I used to send her with a few extra for Thanksgiving. I love cooking. It's always fun. Scaff, I make the best steak. Know your place. Well, there you go. I love you guys. You're so good. Once Thanksgiving passed, Christmas, and then yeah, days are going by fast. They really are. I'll shoot. You know what? I'll shoot out via Twitter like some pictures of like turkey, or I will. I'll make like I'll take some pictures and like either make a video about Thanksgiving or what. I'll do something like that this time. Well, I might as well. Protege Music for 5 says, thanks for the compliment on the night avatar, buddy. I've actually had a friend make him for me. So let me know if you ever if you ever need work, oh, for sure. I have great artists. Even here in this chat, there are several people that I've commissioned to do work. I've got intent to commission them again. So this is good to know, Protege. Appreciate that. My pups eat chicken and drink bottled water. Wow. The water thing, I understand. I think, again, if it's prepared right, you're not creating a pancreatitis situation, I think you're probably safe. But turkey, for some reason, weird pancreatitis problems. Nick Ricada finished. Cheers for the hardest working grifter in the industry. Dude, Nick is such a good guy. I could not. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm so happy for him. Again, this is his last Jedi moment, right? We all need one of those, right? That in order to make your channel do explosive growth, you need something like that. I never fish too deeply into those ponds, so I don't know that I'll ever have that explosive growth moment, but we'll see. Maybe. Show us how you make a shepherd's pie. I could probably do one. I'd rather. I'll think about that. Thanks for the $5. Yeah, thanks for the $5 suggestion. Wild turkey is a bit gamey. That's true. Domestic turkey. Good to see you, Monkey Jeebus. Hey, Yvonne. Yvonne's here. I have yet to have a turkey that wasn't dry or too salty. Well, if you use an infrared fryer, you brine it the way I do, you will not have any of those problems. I don't add a lot of extra salt other than the actual brining process itself, which essentially makes the bird as good as you're possibly going to get. And because of the brining, it stays moist. So the only thing crispy is that outer layer of skin. Yeah, the first couple dermal layers. Queso recipe from Reynosa, Mexico. The people all over the world love. Not a joke. Actual fact. Excellent. I've made for over 200 people in my lifetime. That sounds amazing. I have done, and I will probably in the future do my own cheese as well. I love making cheese. I love making wine. Wine's kind of in the blood. So a fellowship cooking showdown is what we need. Absolutely. When we're all out in Florida, I think in the next 3 to 5 years, there'll be enough people all collectively gathered that we could do a big cookout and have like competitions on stuff. I have a dessert that'll win. Nick being Ryan's doppelganger is the real reason he blew up. Maybe. But that I wouldn't expect any comment other than this from Ryan's official hype man. So there you are. Lord Farquaad Cantina cooking with your host, Culture Casino. All right, Willie. Good. Thanks for stopping by, Willie Woodward. I see you're on your way out the door. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. CC's explosive moment will be when he shaves the sides of his heads and finally makes a legendary 3-foot tall mohawk. Well, bam. Dude. That's a thought, but then I'd have to go with the whole hair. So like I'd have that one day of the mohawk and then I'd donate the mohawk. Yeah. I'll never color my hair again. I did it when I was younger, but I'd never color it again. You need good hair, undamaged hair, quality hair, undyed hair for a good donation. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff coming up. What's up there? You're aware proper shepherd's pie is made with lamb and cottage pie is made with beef. Yes. Yes. Don't forget sage for the turkey. No. Although here's the weird thing. Okay, so I'm crazy like allergic to sage. So like I will actually when I'm doing the rub, I will actually put like a mask on. Because it just messes my sinuses all up. It's crazy. A flamethrower is the only way to cook a turkey. I have not seen that kind of preparation before. Interesting. Almost rented and loaded the Hobbit Unexpected Journey right before FNT. Oh, yeah, FNT's coming up, isn't it? Pretty soon. Mods, do you have an official start time today? For Gary, I know that Doomcox rolls out about an hour and a half later, but you have an official start time for the Friday Night Tights crew. Soy sauce on your turkey? You do like salty. Well, hey, to each his own. I mean, I only ask that you taste something before you season it yourself. Thank you very much. I love it when you guys make me laugh all the time, Master Sidearms. You're beautiful humans. Beautiful humans indeed. 28 years with my boss Saturday. Congratulations, Terry. Congratulations. It's been a trip so far. Love the PI food. Absolutely. I hope that you have a great day on Saturday. I really do. I really do. Let's see, what do we got here? And The Rock says the best pie is your mother's pie. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Protege music. I'm glad I sparked the shepherd's pie conversation. Yeah. 6 minutes. Is it 6 minutes from now? Goodness, I knew I was going to have to stop. Yeah, I'm going to drop off. We're going to do 90 minutes on Fridays. That's my plan. What I hate is that Nina has moved her show. So, like, I can't send you over to her because, I mean, we're like literally just barely started over here. But I'm looking forward to tonight. I think it's going to be great. Oh, Scott Jennings got a job, baby. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. A young man at my new job with an epic head of natural red hair just donated his hair. Oh, that's beautiful, my friend. Wow, that's great. Scott, I thought you were saying you got a new job, but no, that's awesome. Oh, wait, no, you did get a new job. That's what I thought. Like, wait a minute. I thought that's amazing. All right, guys, we need to try to, don't believe we're going to cook this year. Not worth it, the work just for one person. I love the leftovers, dude. Like okay, so the smallest turkey I cook's like 18 pounds. Usually they're like in that 21, 22 pound range. And I cook two, right? And I used to feed everybody, and there's a lot less of everybody now because we got older and some of us left us. Okay. And so there's less, but at the same time, I love the leftovers, man. And I can do all kinds of stuff with turkey. I mean, you just can. It's not just for sandwiches, kids. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Homemade turkey noodle soup. You can do turkey enchiladas. I love Mexican food. You can do all kinds of stuff, so it's great. Gomer Kyle is here in the house. What's up, Gomer Kyle? We're coming up on Christmas for sure. That's an amazing avatar, my friend. They keep moving FNT earlier. I think this is going to be the new start time in 1 minute and 20 seconds. That's normally when they're shooting for. And we do have Razor Fist over there tonight, so it should be fun. All right. Guys, I really love you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, this week is going to be great. I'm going to drop a few videos over the course of next week. I was going to do one today. I'm not really inspired to do one. I have like several stories lined up for next week. I've got somebody who's going to help me with editing this week, maybe two people that'll help me with editing, and I'll start to get out content even more frequently than I have been already. But with that being said, thank you all so very much for your support. You guys are absolutely the best. This is a decent suggestion, my friend, but I imagine we'll get plenty of that everywhere. With that being said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Be seated this time. We're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you. New credits premiere this coming week for the new members. Thank you.